Losing good relationships, allowing myself to deteriorate, and gradually distancing myself from God's embrace are the consequences I must bear for indulging my emotions due to my selfish way of living. Dear God, I admit that in recent times I have lived only thinking about myself, without considering those around me. Partly because of the environment I am in, where competition is fierce, where everyone strives to outdo each other for their own gain, and gradually, I too have been swept into that cycle. However, the main cause of my selfishness still lies within me, and I am willing to accept any lessons you may wish to teach me as a consequence of my actions. It is shameful for someone like me, who has used others as mere tools to achieve my own benefits. I did not want to spend too much time or effort, yet I still desired to achieve the goals I set for myself. Thus, I used others as shields, employing my cunning to exchange for their sincerity and help. In the end, I obtained what I wanted without having to invest much effort or care. Whenever someone around me encountered misfortune, I seemed to turn to stone, without any compassion or sympathy. With the belief that other people's misfortunes had no bearing on my own life, I became indifferent and insensitive to them. Even with the greater pain and loss they had to endure, I remained callous and indifferent. Even now, as I send this prayer to you, I cannot help but shudder at what I have done. It seems that during those moments, the empathy between people could not move me. I had turned into a demon, without a shred of compassion for my fellow humans, a demon with a cold, disgusting heart. Whenever someone asked me for help or advice, I often refused and found the most tactful ways to decline. Simply because I did not want to waste my time sharing the knowledge and experiences I had accumulated with others, thinking that I had worked so hard and invested so much time and effort to get to where I am today. It would not be easy for me to simply give it away like that. I also believed that my time was precious, and I wanted to spend more of it on myself rather than sharing my free time with things or people that would bring me no benefit. Whenever I received a significant task or responsibility, I would avoid it and try to push it onto someone else, anyone whom I felt could take it on. In group tasks, I was often indifferent and only made a minimal effort, foolishly thinking that if something went wrong, I would not bear the responsibility alone. And since group tasks did not directly impact my personal benefits, I had no obligation to focus too much on them. Due to my pettiness and selfishness over a long period, I eventually became someone isolated and distanced by others. No one wanted to be near me. No one wanted to interact with me. Even my family and close friends, whom I was once very close to, gradually became distant and indifferent. They believed that my morals had degraded to an unacceptable level. My selfishness has destroyed the most beautiful relationships I once had. I no longer receive the love I once did, nor even the minimal respect others had for me, simply because I always prioritized my own interests above all else, without considering anyone else. My pettiness has often caused unnecessary conflicts. We argue, especially in community tasks where there is no mutual understanding, because I refuse to sacrifice a bit of my own benefit for the greater good, and in the end, the tasks lead nowhere, resulting in my exclusion from the group. Truly, at this moment, only after losing so much, do I realize all my mistakes. I understand that I am the root of all the problems, the cause of every fracture. I have brought pain to those I encountered, caused them suffering, and then cruelly, indifferently watched as they struggled to escape the emotional turmoil I created. Finally, I walked away without a shred of guilt or remorse. I pray to God to examine and forgive all my wrongdoings. Please, do not separate me from you. Do not distance me from those I cherish. Do not separate me from those who love me, those who once did everything for me, those who forgave all my faults until today, when everything has gone too far and they chose to leave me. I promise myself and you that I will change and strive to make amends to all those I have unintentionally hurt. I will continuously reflect on the mistakes I have made and always remind myself to cultivate better morals. On the path I walk, I pray for your forgiveness and seek your grace and guidance. Amen.